Hello, Campos Cactus here. I am making this video because we've recently changed the top of the tower procedures. And so I want to go over those procedures as well as showcase some new gear. Before you lead your next session, you will need to watch this video, and then during your next lead facilitator session, you will be observed by Otter or myself. So first we're going to go over all the gear that you will need on top of the tower, and we'll go over the specific use later. Stuff that's staying the same: you're going to need your full body harness, your facilitator helmet, as well as your lobster claws. The new gear, this is called a dual connector positioning lanyard, or the orange tether. We're just going to call it the orange tether. You're going to need gloves as well as 2 yellow tethers right here. These get stored without the carabiners, so just make sure that when you are grabbing them, you're grabbing 2 carabiners before you take them to the top of the tower. The first thing we're going to talk about is this orange tether, how to use it and how to connect it to your harness. So first thing you're going to do is you're going to grab this orange hoop at the top, this loop, and you're going to push it through your facilitator belay loop. You're going to hold on to that loop and then feed both carabiners through one at a time. Pushing it through the orange loop, you know, that slack out, and then grabbing the second carabiner, pushing it through that loop as well. You're going to pull it down nice and tight, and that's your girth hitch. Once you have the orange tether connected to your harness, you'll notice you have 2 lines. You have one fixed line and one adjustable line. The fixed line, you can go ahead and just clip it onto your harness. Please make sure that whichever side that is coming off of the girth hitch, that you connect it to that correct side. So mine's coming out on my left, so I'm cooking it on my left. All right, now for the adjustable one. Once we get to the top of the tower, I'll show you where it gets hooked in, but for now, I'm just gonna use this as an example of how to adjust it. So once you get it hooked in, if you need to pull yourself closer, all you need to do is pull on the end of the line and you move closer. If you need to, if you need slack, you just rotate this orange piece, put some weight into it, and you'll start to get slack. If you don't want to put weight into your harness, you can just tilt it and then pull down, and then all of a sudden you have that slack. One more time. Pull it close, tilt, pull it out. As a reminder, lobster claws, we're still clipping in dorsally. And before you go to the top of the tower, please make sure that you have 1 long claw and 1 short claw. And don't forget, we are now required to use gloves on top of the tower. So before you head up, make sure that you are grabbing the correct size. They live inside the same bin as our facilitator carabiners. And remember, we put our gloves on 1 hand at a time. All right, so once you have all of your gear ready to go and you're all geared up, you're gonna head up to the top of the tower. You're gonna stop at that stop sign. You're gonna look up. You'll see a yellow tether connected to a rapid link. That means it is for facilitators only, and it's connected to the rapid link, which means that we leave it up on top of the tower, even when you're all done. When you go up to the top of the tower, the second step from the top, you're gonna clip yourself into that yellow tether before you clip in your lobster claws. All right, let's go. All right, so there's a couple of things I want to point out real quick. This is the yellow tether that lives up here. You'll notice the rapid link that's connected to the cable, as well as the facilitator carabiner that is currently connected to the net. So that's just a reminder, facilitator carabiner, this is just for facilitators. Rapid link, which means it lives on top of the tower. Once you are done with your session and you're coming back down, please make sure to hook the carabiner on this net so it doesn't blow away during the week. All right, so once you're coming up to the top of the tower, as soon as you can clip in, go ahead and grab the facilitator yellow tether. You're gonna clip into your front. You should be doing that around the 2nd or 3rd step from the top. And once you're clipped in, go ahead and come on to the top. And you can put up your lobster claws. And you should have 1 short, 1 long. And remember, they should be your snap hooks should be in opposing directions. Once those are up, go ahead and grab your orange tether, the adjustable orange tether, and you're going to hook that up also onto the cable. The order, you can remember, it goes orange, short, then long. Right, so orange tether, short lobster claw, long lobster claw. Once you're all set with those, once you're hooked in with your lobster claws and your orange tether, go ahead, undo your yellow tether, and you're gonna hook it up on this lead anchor, right? So it's out of the way, so there's no confusion there. Then you can grab the yellow tether that you brought up for participants, and right, you're gonna want to be on the inside, and you can hook this up. Once you have this hooked up, think about the participants that will be at the course today. Right, if they're going to be tiny juniors, you're going to want to lengthen this tether like so. Right, so they also can stop at the second stair to get clipped in. All right, so just be mindful of that length. All right, so before I talk about how we clip in to facilitate the elements, I just want to bring everyone's attention to our new X cables. We have lower X cables going in both directions, so now we can stand and we're able to reach these cables, which is nice. And these are the only cables that you will be clipping into when you're on top of the tower. We will no longer be clipping into the cables with the SRDs. These are solely for rock climbing. All right, so now I'm going to show you where you're going to be clipping in when you're facilitating the elements. Each telephone pole has about 3 lead anchors. There's a high, a middle, and a low, and we're going to be using the high and the middle. If you are shorter than 5 feet, please talk to Otter or myself, and we will provide you with like modifications for where to clip in. Oh. All right, let's go get hooked in for the zip. Okay, first thing you're gonna do, drag all your leashes over. You're gonna undo the orange tether first. And the orange tether goes, on the middle D-ring, all right? After that, then you're gonna grab your short lobster claw. Short lobster claw goes on the high lead anchor, lead anchors. And then you're clipped in. If you don't like this long tether, this is a perfect opportunity to use that gear what it's for and get clipped in. And that way you're nice and close to the pole. All right, so now I'm gonna show you how we now clip in the trolleys to our participants before they leave the ground. All right, so when they are walking up the tower stairs, they have both hands. We no longer put this around the neck of the participant. What we do is you clip the correct carabiner into the purple loop, and then you take the other free carabiner that's not connected to the trolley, and you're going to clip it into their back purple loop, right? That way it is hands-free. All right, so once you're ready for a participant, once you're all clipped in, the participants at the stop sign, you can go ahead and call them up and tell them to stop at the second stair. The second stair from the top, you'll probably need to remind them when to stop. So participant, come on up, stop at the second stair from the top. All right, you're gonna go ahead and pause right there. And I'm going to clip you in. Once the participant is clipped in, they are good to come on top of the tower. All right, participant, go ahead and follow me around this little bend. And participant, I'm going to have you stand right here in front of this banister. Once the participant is standing in front of the banister, you're going to go ahead and unclip the zip trolley from the back of their harness. And you can go ahead and walk through this step just so they know what's going on. All right, so participant, I'm gonna have you turn around real quick and I'm gonna unclip that trolley from your back purple loop.
No, great, nothing.
And you're gonna go ahead and hold onto this trolley. All right. Now I'm gonna go and get myself clipped in. Once I'm clipped in, I'm gonna call you over and you're gonna step up onto this zip platform, okay? So just hang out just for a little bit. All right, once you're all clipped in, you can call the participant over. So participant, come on over, pass me that trolley, thank you. I'm gonna have you step up onto this platform. All right, and go ahead and hang out right here. So once your participant is up on the platform, you're going to go ahead and clip them in to the zip. The one thing that is different is that the carabiners are now opposing. This carabiner is opposite of the trolley. All right, so you're just going to clip them in like so. See how the gates are pointing in different directions. And then from that point, you can go ahead and continue with the same zip procedures as before. Start with your commands. All right, so inside the tower, next to the winch control cord box, as well as down on the ground level, there on the telephone pole, we have posted the new top of the tower procedures. So if you forget anything that is in this video, go ahead and refer to that list. So these are the top of the tower procedures. Please, if you have any questions, email teambuilding@sdgirlscouts.org, or you can email me or Otter. Yeah, let me know if you have any questions.